I'm recording this on a very special day that is September 23rd, and it is special because today is my birthday. Hope you have a wonderful year for you each and every day, and I hope that goes to not just me, but to everyone else watching, regardless of whether or not it is or isn't your birthday. But let's head on over to the team though. So remember when the Pokemon Home update was first coming around and everyone was raging about how Regieleki would be absolutely broken with the terrestrialization phenomenon, right? You could go Terra Ice, Terra Blast to cover for the ground types, and then how do you switch into it? That is what got it banned in OU singles. However, for VGC, Regieleki really didn't see that much usage. It wasn't really that great or anything like that. Well, today we're gonna try and make Regieleki useful, but not with the Terra Ice that I just mentioned, but instead with a physical set here with Explosion, Wild Charge, and Life Orb. And once Regieleki does explode, we have a Flutter Mane there to either absorb it with a Ghost typing, or Urshifu with Detect there. Having Urshifu in there is also a good way to prevent your opponent from trying to protect, because they might think that there's no point because Urshifu can just strike right through it. For Rigorath with Armatail, it's nice to keep our side safe from priority moves. It doesn't prevent us from using priority moves on the opponent though, so Aqua Jet will still work for us. And Regieleki's gotta have its brother Regidrago on the team as well, with a Dragon Energy, Dragon Pulse, and the Dragon Fang. Full on dragon damage there. Let's see if we can bring some glory to the Regi brothers here, Regieleki and Regidrago. Sam the Bard. Yeah, and as expected, we're gonna see a lot of Ogapons, aren't we? Ogapon plus the Rillaboom, which actually, that is probably to set up grassy terrain for Grassy Glide. We have an answer for that. We have Armatail on Rigorath, so that's definitely gonna be in the back. But for now, let's just go Regieleki and Tornadus. Explosion Tailwinds are an option, and then we'll also have Regidrago in the back to clean up, and a Rigorath in case we do need that Armatail. Show me Ogapon Rillaboom. Yep. So this makes me wonder, do they see that I'm using possibly Tailwind, and do they try and go for double Grassy Glide? I mean, they do have Fake Out with Rillaboom though. Fake Out might go on to Tornadus actually to prevent a possible Tailwind. So maybe what I can do is I can go... I'll go for a big bang here right off the start. Let's go Terra Normal Explosion, and then we'll switch into our Rigorath to prevent Grassy Glides and Fakes Out. Hopefully he doesn't protect here. He might try and just go for a Terra and then smack Regieleki or something with a Ivy Cudgel. So Terra comes in, Terra Normal. Also, I think maybe it's not as useful now, but I'm curious to see if many people know that Regieleki would be a physical set. Maybe they see it and they go, oh, it's a special attacker with Electro Whip, Terra Blast, and whatnot. He is going to Terra himself as well. Is this going to be on that Ogapon? I imagine, yeah. And it is, of course, going to be Terra Fire because, well, it's Ogapon. There's no real choices that you have there. Or we can see the choice right away based on its mask. And it is going to get the damage boost, or the attack boost, rather. But Fake Out no longer works because of Armatail. Does he use Grassy Glide as well, or is that Ivy Cudgel? He uses Grassy Glide as well. That is why we have Rigorath. That is why. So Explosion goes off here. It probably... Wow, will this get a KO? Let's see. We have Life Orb, and it's Terra Normal. We might KO our own Rigorath here. I mean, yeah, we KO everything. We KO everything, I suppose. But on the bright side, getting rid of Rillaboom plus Ogapon is, I think, way better for us than him taking out our Regieleki plus Rigorath. Because I still have Regidrago in the back. I still have Tailwind with Tornadus in the back. But we just have to be careful about what he uses next now. No more Fake Out, no more Grassy Glide. Ting Lu. I mean, he does have the funny move, Fissure, and Heatran as well. Okay, both of these are kind of scary. Who should I focus on? Ting Lu also lowers special attack, which is okay because Heatran also gets his attack lowered, but then so does Regidrago. We know he can't go for a Terra anymore, so Heatran is going to be weak to an Earth Power here. I don't think I need to go Tailwind here. So I could go Rain Dance to dampen the attack or the effect of a Heat Wave here. But instead, let's just go Bleak Wind Storm, get some chip damage onto Ting Lu. Bleak Wind Storm goes first, does a small amount of damage to both. Regidrago gets an Earth Power off, and that does not take out Heatran. Ooh, this is scary. There's the Heat Wave. Maybe we should have gone for a Rain Dance, but let's see. Rock Slide. Does that KO Tornadus? No, it doesn't. Okay. Citrus Berry will heal us up, and then I think we should be okay now because a second Rock Slide shouldn't KO. And Regidrago, we can go for a, what is it called? Dragon Energy, that should KO Heatran, and then it'll start doing chip damage to Tinglu. Would a Dragon Energy, I think a Dragon Energy does KO Heatran, right? It is not very effective, but I think this should work. He protects anyway, so that's fine. We get chip damage onto Tinglu. Those Rock Slides are going to start adding up though. Bleak Storm, please hit on that Tinglu at least. And hopefully he doesn't fissure me. Tinglu avoids the Bleak Storm. You love to see it. The Dragon Energy comes out. How much does this do to the Tinglu? Not enough for a KO on the following turn, especially with the recovery. Another Rock Slide. That gets us low. Regidrago can still survive this. Here's the thing though. Heatran might have enough HP to actually survive a Dragon Energy now. Especially considering that Tinglu is lowering our attack right now. So, I'm going to Earth Power the Heatran, make sure it goes down. And I shall, I guess, Bleak Storm. Again, we don't really need the speed control with Scary Face or... Uh-oh, Bleak Storm, please hit the Tinglu. Okay, Heatran avoids, but that's fine. Okay, Tinglu also avoids. Earth Power will KO the Heatran though. But Rock Slides... no, I think we should win. Unless he fishes me here. Stomping Tantrum onto the Regidrago. We survived that though. We have, what is it called? Not Dragon Energy, Dragon Pulse right now, and that might get a KO onto Tinglu. The thing to remember, of course, is that Dragon Energy does also do less damage the lower health you are. So, especially at half health, Dragon Pulse should get a KO here. Oh, a Citrus Berry. That might actually be scary that he got some health back with that Bleak Storm. So a Dragon Pulse does this KO? Does not KO. And a Rock Slide comes in. But, ooh, we live on 2 HP with our Tornadus. And Regidrago should survive this. I'm glad that he didn't have Fissure on this Tinglu. But as you can see, once we exploded and got rid of those first two, we didn't even need Tornadus, honestly. Because we had, what is it called? Just that much speed with Regidrago, and he had slow Pokemon. To be fair though, having Tornadus was good for the lead because it did provoke him into using Fake Out and Grassy Glide because he was expecting Tailwinds to come through. To be fair though, I think the main MVP were definitely the Regieleki plus that Armatail from Ferrograph. Ooh, we have a Zapdos and an Okidogi. Unfortunately, none of the other loyal 3, but a Goldengo and Fluttermane do make things kind of difficult for us, with our Regieleki explosion not affecting those, but we can always just go Wild Charge, so I think I'll still lead with Regieleki, and you know what? Let's also have Fluttermane. Let's go very explosive right off the start. Explosive, haha, get it, because Regieleki. But double spread moves with Dazzling Gleam plus Explosion are an option. For Rigoraph, to possibly Armatail a Surging Strikes, or not a Surging, or Aqua Jet or Grassy Glide, or Fake Out even. Let's have our Regidrago. It is going to be a bit weak to the Fluttermane, but if we save our Terra Steel for that, he's going to have a lot of trouble breaking through us, I think. Alright, they lead with things that I cannot read. They lead with Fluttermane and Zapdos. I wonder if that's a support-heavy Zapdos, but also... Well, Fluttermanes are very big. Fluttermane is as big as Zapdos and the Regieleki, I just realized that. Do we see Boost Energy? No, so that is probably also a Focus Sash on that Fluttermane. So, do we just bash into it, I suppose? Wild Charge, that'll get it low enough that, honestly, I think Dazzling Gleam can pick up the KO. I'm just scared about what the Zapdos can do. Let's go Dazzling Gleam, yeah. We might trade 1 for 1. I take out its Fluttermane, and it probably gets a KO onto one of our... Rocky Helmet Fluttermane, that is interesting. So we take a lot of chip damage then from Life Orb plus Wild Charge plus Rocky Helmet. Dazzling Gleam gets a KO with a crit on it as well. I don't think that mattered though. What does Zapdos do though? Volt Switch into Fluttermane. That will break our Sash. And what will come out? Urshifu maybe? Once again, something I cannot read, but it is the Urshifu. And it is the Single Strike Urshifu. That is very interesting. But honestly, we could maybe go for an Explosion now. We know he doesn't have a Fluttermane. We know he doesn't have Goldengo. He might Sucker Punch our Fluttermane. I could Protect, honestly. Obviously, Protect won't actually save us, but it would protect, get it, us from getting Sucker Punched. Could also go into Regidrago. I don't want to go into Ferrograph because of Psychic. Or it's a Psychic type, so I'll go into Regidrago, honestly. I don't mind getting sort of sacked like that. Oh, hang on. I have to explode with Regieleki. And then switch with Fluttermane. I almost switched in the wrong slot there. Let's see. We need to keep Fluttermane safe because of a Dazzling Gleam potential. For both of these two. He's going to Terra onto his... I imagine his Urshifu. Yeah, Terra Dark. Terra Grass. Okay, wait. That's actually kind of interesting then. We don't really have anything too strong against us other than like a Dragon Pulse, like a raw Dragon Pulse. But I mean, Explosion. Oh wait, Explosion also. Hang on. Gonna do a lot of damage to our own Regidrago. Ooh. I completely forgot about that. Wicked Blow as well onto it. Ah, right. I completely forgot about exploding into a Regidrago. Drain Punch as well. Okay. But Fluttermane comes back in though, and so does Farigiraf. I probably honestly could have left Fluttermane in there. Terra Normal Explosion may have even gotten the KO on both of them. But let's see, we can now go Dazzling Gleam with Terra Fairy. That should get a double KO, and then once Zapdos comes out, that should be an easy 2v1. He can't... Oh, he's withdrawing. He can't Sucker Punch us. Then again though, he might still outspeed us just raw with his... Urshifu. Zapdos shouldn't survive here. As long as we move first with our Fluttermane, but let's see. Even then though, Dark into Fairy type, we do resist this, so... but then again, Fluttermane is, you know, not exactly the bulkiest of Pokemon, so... Let's see, Detect. Ah, okay. He'll stay safe, but I think Zapdos still goes down here, right? See, Dazzling Gleam. We did kind of like have both of our our Dragos, or Dragos, both of our Regis go down in a blaze of glory. Regidrago just being a sacrificial pawn, but I do think it helps. It does benefit us in the end because getting both of these two very low means that we should be pretty good here. But let's go for a Dazzling Gleam again, as well as a Helping Hand. And, oh wow, yeah, I guess you just realized, I don't know if we would have outsped him, honestly, like, this Fluttermane was not spec'd for speed completely. But I mean, hey, I'll take it. I do feel bad about Regidrago. I think if I did Terra Normal, I probably would have gotten a KO on both of them. So in hindsight, I probably could have done that, but by not Terraing, obviously he would have been left alive, and then if he did KO my Fluttermane, I don't think Regidrago would have been able to... Actually, I still think Regidrago would have been able to clean up if I had sacrificed my Fluttermane instead. You know what? Forget it. I think that team was perfectly fine. I think I would have won no matter what. Oh, okay, wait. This is actually a very... we haven't had a team like this yet. A classic Guts Boost Trick Room team with a Moongus as well. So here's the thing. Both the Fluttermane and the Farigiraf this entire time have both had Trick Room. That is purely to try and cancel out the opposing Trick Room. This might be the chance to use that. So honestly, if I see a Cresselia, I want to do nothing but get rid of it ASAP. So just going Wild Charge plus a Shadow Ball into it, that's like the game plan. I think Urshifu is a good bring in as well. Safety goggles to avoid a Rage Powder or a Spore can be huge for us. Tornadus also I feel like is almost a must bring to cancel out the Sun in case he bleeds with Torkoal. So there's two options. He could go Trick Room Guts with Ursaluna, or he could go Trick Room Sun Team with the Torkoal. Cresselia and Iron Hands. Fake Outs is probably coming, right? I'm gonna Wild Charge anyway. The question is, does he Trick Room turn 1? And do I try and cancel it out with this? Or does he Heavy Slam my Fluttermane? I mean, if he does Heavy Slam, I still survive. I think I can get off a cancel of his Trick Room here. I'm gonna predict that he does that. I don't see what else Cresselia would do. Please be correct. Wild Charge goes first. Decent damage to Cresselia. If on the following turn I can go... Oh, he does Heavy Slam. Okay, but I will survive this. If on the following turn I can just go Wild Charge plus Shadow Ball, I can KO that Cresselia. Please use Trick Room. Okay, we activate Trick Room. Please cancel it out with your own. Please. There we go. That's what you love to see. Oh, I feel like I am back in Season 1 when I had Meowscarada Trick Room cheeses. Alright, perfect. That means we can wild charge. That is going to do about like what, half, like a third damage. That won't get a KO, but the Shadow Ball will pick up the rest though. He's going to withdraw his Iron Hands. Okay, that's fine. That means I get free damage here. Ursaluna comes in. It is going to get the Guts boost, or the Guts Flame more boost, but let's see. It won't move. I mean, he could bring back in his Iron Hands for another fake out. I suppose that is the only other option here. But now there's no more Trick Room on the field. That is all I wanted. This Ursaluna though, this is gonna be... Ooh. I do have Tornadoes I can do to try and cheese out a dodging an Earthquake. But I feel like he's gonna Facade that slot. Here's what I'll do. I'll Protect. I don't think Iron Hands can touch me here, so I think... do we Dazzling Gleam? Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast to try and smack down one of them. I think Dazzling Gleam might be better. Still don't know who's in the back as well. This is also our only... hang on. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is also our only chance to try and explode here. This would have been a good spot to explode. We do okay damage to each of them. Heavy Slam will get the KO. Yep. Let's see then. Facade. Yep. I think I'm gonna explode on the next turn. I think that is our play. I will send in Urshifu. I'll detect and then explode. Yeah. I could have exploded on that previous turn, honestly, and then that would have gotten... a lot of damage, and then I would have both Urshifu and the Tornadoes out on the same turn. But I think this is a bit better. Urshifu here is in a great spot once Tornadoes comes in. Okay, he's gonna withdraw. If this is Fluttermane, that's very dangerous. It is Fluttermane, yeah. That's why I was gonna say it would have been great if I did explode on the previous turn. Because that may have gotten the double KO onto those two, or at least gotten them both very low. But if this at least gets rid of Iron Hands, I'll be happy. That is also very possibly a Focus Sash on Fluttermane. No KO. Alright. And a Wild Charge as well. This is okay. We still have our Terra. And we can go Terra Water on Urshifu. Tornadoes, you do not need... Rain Dance isn't really necessary. I'll Bleak Wind Storm, try and break a sash in that Fluttermane. Terra Water, Surging Strikes, the Iron Hands. Fluttermane doesn't KO me. Yeah, no. There's no way we lose this. Right? Surely not. Because Terra Gross Iron Hands, he's low enough that this still KOs. Bring Terra onto the Fluttermane. Terra Fairy, but unless he gets a crit Moonblast, we should survive this. I'm just worried about how I deal with both of these now. Because, yeah, absolutely if I had exploded in the previous turn and done damage to both of the Ursaluna plus Iron Hands, that would have been way better because now... Whoa! That is a lot of damage. Okay. What happened there? Alright, Bleak Wind Storm, that will at least... Actually, wait, no. Bleak Wind Storm went before us. Okay, no, that's perfect fine. Bleak Wind Storm went before the Urshifu, so that means that's a KO on Iron Hands. Oh, we're fine. So Surging Strikes, then KOs this Fluttermane. One hit, yeah. Was that Choice Specs or something? I doubt it. I was not ready for that amount of damage. Well, to be fair though, this Urshifu doesn't have the most special defense, if I'm not mistaken. Ursaluna comes in, and we can just, what is it called? Rain Dance and Surging Strikes. Let's just double check. How much is Urshifu's? Yeah, not a lot. 81 and no EV investment. Only HP. That explosion still paid off very well for us. Because yeah, if it weren't for getting that Iron Hands low enough, we would not have gotten the KO with the Bleak Wind Storm. I was not worried one bit. Not for a second was I worried. Everything was under control. Hopefully though you enjoyed this team. I will probably be uploading a few more matches of this in the following days. So until then though, I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.